Hello, everybody. I'm welcome to Sporting Journey. Hope everybody's doing well. Just wanted to do a quick video, really, on question I'm asking: why do people change the narrative um, rather than admitting when they're wrong? And also, when they say something about a player and they get the wrong information, why don't they admit that they're wrong? Because I'm talking about in particularly West Ham and Tottenham in this, because what I heard last season from Tottenham was um, if Tottenham had a better coach who could coach players, they wouldn't have finished 17th in the Premier League table. Now they've got rid of Ange and they brought in Thomas Frank. Everybody thought that Thomas Frank's this brilliant coach and stuff. They were all behind Thomas Frank, and now that they're still struggling under Thomas Frank, it's no longer the coach's fault. It's now the players are rubbish. So it's gone from these players weren't under Ange, these players weren't bad enough to be 17th. Now this season, all of a sudden, it's not the manager or the coach. Sorry, it's the players. Just don't, instead of admitting we got it wrong, about Ange, about Frank, he's not as good as we thought he was as a coach. Instead of saying something like that, what they've done is they said, no, it's the players are rubbish, the players are shit, or this, that, and other. So basically, if Tottenham Hotspur beat um, West Ham Saturday, you can't. I don't want to hear anybody celebrate who's saying that the players are shit because if the Tottenham get a result, like the players can't be like shit, can they really? Because they've got a result. And on West Ham's end, everybody was, slaying Lucas Piquet for, they were saying, oh, he's skip training, he's jumping the ship, they were. I'm not going to single out the channel, but they called Lucas Piquet a band name, and it's proved out like that them rumours wasn't true. Now, I haven't heard anyone come out and apologise for for what from for what they said about Lucas Piquet. Now the thing is, if Lucas Piquet's that bad, why is Nuno Espirito Santos begging for Lucas Piquet to stop? Do you know what I'm saying? It can't be that bad of an apple if Nuno Espirito Santos is begging him to stop, and because he thinks he's their best player. There's a, if a player's that bad and if he's jumping ship and if he's threatening to train, threatening to go on strike and stuff, you wouldn't be begging him to stop. You'd be telling Sullivan board get rid of him as soon as possible. He's a bad apple. Don't want any bad apples at the club who don't want to fight in a relegation battle. It's just crazy, isn't it? It's crazy that nobody admits when they're wrong. And I believe, I mean, I can't speak for every single YouTube viewer, but for me, I'd respect these channels a lot more if they were honest and if they admitted that they made a mistake, or if they admitted that they were wrong, or if there was, it's. But they won't do it for some reason. I don't know why they don't do it. I don't understand why you wouldn't admit that you're like you're wrong. There's no shame in admitting that you've got something wrong. But it seems that they're fighting to death of admitting that they're wrong. They'd rather change the narrative or ignore what they said in the previous videos and just carry on regardless. And it puts me off some of these channels, if I'm honest. It really does. I'd rather be wrong, admit that I'm wrong, um, then I can be conscious going into future YouTube videos I make because we're not always right. Nobody's right. Nobody's perfect. People make mistakes, and I've always said, well, my mum always told me, it's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn by them. But these people, these people keep living in denial, aren't learning from mistakes they're making, and I'm sure that I'm not the only YouTube viewer out there who watches channels who get frustrated that they won't admit when they're wrong, that they got something wrong, and it's so annoying. It is so annoying. Honest to God, it's maybe I'm looking at it totally wrong, and maybe I don't fully understand the YouTube world, but I'd sooner hold my hands up and say I were wrong than carry on going, you know, carrying on with changing my narrative to try and prove that I were right all the time. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching this short edition of Sporting Journey. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Let us know in comments, guys. Would you prefer YouTubers to come out and say that they were wrong if they're wrong, or am I missing something here? Anyway, take it easy. Look after yourself. See you all soon. Bye bye.